Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another DRC doubleheader. It's quali and the race here in Abu Dhabi for the round 13 of the DRC Racing League Championship. Qualifying is underway. No very early runners like today, only 8 drivers. But Marcus having to pull out last minute. No 10-2 Stelling this week either. Lorenzo is making his way out on track. Also see a Renault making his way. Championship leader Lorenzo. First man on track for qualifying. The one Mercedes is on track. Last week's winner, Infinity, also his first win. Get a bit of a slipstream off Lorenzo here. Or even not off Lorenzo, because that's not Lorenzo in front of him. The Red Bull of Van Rage also coming around here to start his lap. And Lorenzo has started the first lap. There's a yellow flag. Has someone gone off? No, just a slow moving car of the Infinity. Through the first sector now. He's braking down to the hairpin and on to the very long back straight here in Abu Dhabi. Another yellow flag, another guy just backing up his lap. Yes, it is, it's just killers backing up his lap. Down onto the second back straight under the F2 pit lane to the next set of chicanes. And here comes Lorenzo braking and coming under the Yaz Hotel. That's the name of it, I'm not entirely sure, but and braking, he's going to complete the first lap. What's it going to be as he comes around? It's going to be a 1:36.4. Who's going to be next? It's Infinity, and he's going to top the time sheets. Van Rage also goes quicker, but it's not quick enough. DTV is then next, and then it's... No, Jan hasn't set a lap, it's not him. And Number 1 is a lap here. That's right on board through the last sector, under the hotel. And in the tricky slam section here, under the Rolex bridge, and that's a bit slow through there, but he continues on. Is he just setting up a lap? I don't think he is. It's P5 for the Alpha driver. Jan the man has come out of the pits. Has someone gone off, or is it just some slow moving cars? Yep, it's just slow movers. Infinity topping the timesheets. Is he just letting someone through? I'm not sure what's going on there. And Jan the man, he's not even close to starting his lap, really. We've 2 Toro Rosso drivers this week. Don't normally get that. And Rafa still in the pit lane. No signs of him coming out. I think for a couple of minutes here, Jan's going to be the only one out on the track. As he comes around to start his next lap. His first lap, sorry. Through the final corner. On to the start-finish straight, crosses the line, and he's coming up, and braking at turn 1 at the 50-metre board, comes around, up through this itsy-bitsy section, and holds it nicely around into the second chicane, first chicane even, late braking on the power, off the power, moves nicely, coming around the hairpin. And onto the back straight. Nice exit from Jan there. Braking into this next chicane. Gets the braking nice. Make sure he doesn't run wide. Keeps it nicely on the track. Down past the F2 paddock. Braking, doesn't run wide on the exit, you can get penalised for that. It keeps it nicely through there. Holds it through and braking just there. That's a nice, and this is coming together to be a nice lap here from Jan the man. And he comes around back onto the main straight. It's Jan the man. It's P2. That's a lovely lap by Jan. And I'm glad we talked you through that one. Anybody else out on track? DTV J Sheets is out on the track, along with Van Raj. Van Raj comes across to start her next lap. Coming through and braking at the 100-metre board on the power, off the power, and down to the hairpin. Niemöller is also out on the track. He's just on an out lap, so we'll stay with Van Raj for this one. Down the back straight, DRS wide open. Down braking for the second Or was this the third chicane? Could be a debate on that. Threw it nicely. Coming down this section, big crash with Nico Rosberg in 2011 around there. And under the hotel. Oh, and it's into the pits for the Red Bull. So that was pointless. Anyway, we move on, and it's Formula 1's on the lap now. Down to the hairpin and onto the back straight. And don't worry, I will stop saying that. Jay Sheets is on the lap here. And hopefully he doesn't come into the pits, because then that would be another lap talking through, which is pointless. Infinity also back out on the track. And Jan the Man's coming back under the pit lane as well. Beautiful sound as they come under the track, back onto it. We'll go back to Jay Sheets as he's coming around to finish his lap. Can this move him high up the grid? Yes, it can. It puts him P6. Just ahead of Mimala, who's also on the lap. Slightly back, coming around to sector 3. Oh, he gets all out of shape there as he's coming under the hotel. Rafa's finally on his out lap. Been a bit worried for a minute. He comes through. Controller by himself. Into the final corner. Where can this move him ahead of Jay Sheets? No, he can't. Yellow flag sector 3. Something happened there. No, it's just laps being backed up. Infinity starts his lap. Who else is on the lap here? Mirage? No, it's an out lap. Killers is on the lap. Jay Sheets, this is an in lap. Mimala also an in lap, and Rafa's on an out lap, so not much happening here. Let's watch Infinity for a couple of minutes. This is the only one to watch. Our pole sitter, no, he wasn't a pole sitter last weekend. He won the race last weekend. There's a yellow flag. Has someone gone off there? I only noticed that now. No. Qualifying's always a mess for yellow flags, because some people keep backing up their laps. Comes across. Can he get the braking better than Formula 1 can? He does. Under the hotel. Oh no, he's in the wall! Infinity's gone! Infinity has retired! He's hit the wall coming out of the hotel. And he still has the fastest lap, but that's not gonna end well. Infinity is out of this qualifying session. Yellow flag in sector 3. Nobody's on a lap. And someone's thrown a spanner into the works. Our provisional pole sitter is out. It's free game for anyone. Jan second quickest. Then it's Van Raj. Infinity coming out of the hotel section has just completely missed the braking. And has gone straight into the barriers. He is out. Jan the man. The ball is in his court now. He's our second quickest man. Infinity will keep his time as much as I know. No, he won't. Jan's going quicker. Jan the man's on provisional pole. And that's got disastrous for Infinity. Van Raj a bit back. Pillars in the pits. Lorenzo in the pits. Jay Sheets in the pits. Mimala in the pits. Rafa's coming around to set a banker time. Really late banker time. He's on the mediums as well. He can only manage to go P7. Lorenzo's on the mediums. Williams. Tactics from Mercedes here. Rafa can only manage to go P7. Let's run through the grid quickly. It's Jan the Man, Dennis Infinity, who is out of this session. And it is Van Raj, Killers, Lorenzo, Jay Sheets, who's back out on the track. Rafa and Mimo also come back out on the track. And as Rafa setting another lap on the medium, he could well do. Because he definitely doesn't have enough time to come into the pits, back out and go around again to set us another lap. And Lorenzo would want to come out soon. It is averaging 140s for an out lap here. Killer's on an out lap. Van Raj just did a lap on this set. Is the Red Bull going to do another one? Yellow flag in sector 2, more backing up the laps. Looks like it. And Jan the Man is in the pits, that's all from him from this qualifying session. Killers lets Van Raj through. Killers is only on his out lap, so that is a pretty nice thing to do. To not hold up the Red Bull. No sign of Lorenzo coming out of the pits. That's him. That's the two Mercedes gone from this quali session. Since Lorenzo's taken the championship, he has not been half as dominant. He will really start lower than he'll start P5 being the highest. Back on the track, Van Raj coming around to set one final lap, or two final laps, depending on how the tyres have kept. And into the pits comes the Red Bull. Van Raj is finished for this quali session as well. Numero 1 starting a lap. He really needs an improvement. No SHR this week to absolute blitz the field in the last dying seconds. So who's setting laps? It's Jay Sheets, Killers and Nemo. Who's furthest ahead? It's Jay Sheets. So we'll stick on board with him. Comes around past the F2 paddock. And he's gone 3 seconds. He's set a personal best in sector 2. What can he do? Now remember the two. Rafa's in the wall in the pit lane. There's no point in him coming back out anyway. He's retired from the session. I don't get the point in that. Oh. Now, he's crashed in the pit lane, is that? No, it's not, because these other drivers are all in sector 3. Killers isn't in sector 3. Jay Sheets is going to be the first to cross the line out of our 3 drivers. Where can he go? P4. Very nice lap indeed from Jay Sheets. It's going to be Mimala next. Can he improve on P8? Can he? No, that's all from Mimala. That's Killers run wide. No, he's coming through the hotel. Infinity's gonna keep P2 because nobody else can improve. No, sorry, I'm saying that, but Killers is still coming around to finish his lap. Coming around onto the back straight, Killers. I don't know where he's coming because the scoreboard's just turned off. It's P5 for Killers. Jan is the man on pole position. And who doesn't love a good Jan pun? Our grid for Abu Dhabi is Jan the Man, Infinity, Van Raj, Jay Sheets, Killers, Lorenzo, Rafa and Mimala 1. With the Mercedes both going to be starting on the medium tyres. we get ready for this Grand Prix as final setups will be going on. And it's going to be a Toro Rosso on pole. Jan putting some Italian in the comment section. Sure, why wouldn't he? So Mercedes going for a different strategy in this Grand Prix. Wonder what will happen. And if the drivers would like to hurry up, that would be nice. 10 seconds till the formation lap begins in Abu Dhabi for round number 13. And we're waiting on Infinity. Here they are on the grid for the formation lap. It's a Toro Rosso on a Renault. Jan. And would you believe just before this he was awarded Driver of the Season. To Lorenzo's hate, but he was awarded Driver of the Season. Can he prove himself worthy today? It's our last week's race winner, Infinity, starting in P2. Van Raj, P3 in the Red Bull. Had a good first stint last week after running out of fuel. Jay Sheets, our brand new driver for this week in the Toro Rosso. He starts P4. Killers P5. One of the more experienced of this pack. In the Ferrari, he's P5. Lorenzo, Season 3 World Champion, P6. With his teammate Rafa behind him. In P7, starting on the mediums. And the only Irishman on the grid this week, Mimula 1, he starts P8 and really looking to get up from that position. Preparations, a lot of preparations to be done on this formation lap for the drivers. Especially this man up front. Jan is the man. No, it's Jan the man. Only 8 drivers for this race. So it's hard to talk on the formation lap, a bit like qualifying. Let's just take a minute to say congratulations to our driver of the season, Jan the man. He's had a great season. He really has. He's did very well, and our world champion, Lorenzo, let's take a minute to appreciate that. Hasn't been given driver of the season because he kind of dominated until Italy. He hasn't won since Italy. Mimula 1 hasn't had a great second half to the season, but he's got strong points finishes. He's got lucky points finishes, Monza, cough. And Jan comes around and finishes the formation. Where's the Renault gone? The Renault's gone down to 4th on the formation lap. Don't ask me how that's happened, but it has. Mimula 1 closes up the grid. And we're going to get underway here. Lights will start coming on. How is there a yellow flag? 2 light, 3 red lights. We go racing in Abu Dhabi. It's a great start from Jan. Infinity also getting Van Raj already up to P2. Round to turn 1. Has there been a bit of a collision with Jay Sheets? Rafa's gone off. Rafa has spun at turn 1. Back, Jan already created a gap just like Infinity did last week. Battle for P2. Speaking of Infinity, Van Raj has already jumped Infinity at the start of this race. Killer's up to P4. Rafa is lagging behind everyone. That's 2 weeks running. The Mercedes has collided. Rafa, it's James. Some words need to be happening there. Jan the man leading down the back straight, hasn't been taken by Van Raj. Infinity goes for a dive bomb on Van Raj. Has it pulled off? No, it hasn't. But they're going to be side by side. Killer's looking to get in on the action, and Infinity has got the place. But Van Raj will take the inside. Although they need to be cautious here. Van Raj looks for the gap. Killers goes around the outside of Van Raj and gets the job done. Great racing from Killers. He's up into the podium positions. Van Raj not going to be happy with that. The Red Bull looking to push on. Jan has run wide, Infinity has run wide, and it's gonna lead down to Killers. This is where Infinity crashed. That's a corner cut. Killers now pressing Infinity. Lap 1 is completed and Jan's already got out of the DRS of Infinity. That's not what we're focused on here though. Jay Sheets has passed Lorenzo. What can Killers make a dive on? He looked for it, he really did. Too far back, however, as they come around. And Killers better start watching his line. And, oh my word, he's nearly gone off there. That could have been disastrous. And it's gonna be, is that Jay Sheets and Lorenzo having a good old scrap here? Jay Sheets on the inside, looking to get Lorenzo. Down into the slipstream he goes. He's gonna get a good bit of slipstream, no DRS, it's only lap 2. Lorenzo better watch his back. Jay Sheets, Formula 1 looking to get into the action. Jay Sheets goes for the cautious option and we'll just stick behind him. Coming down onto the next straight, Lorenzo gets a bit wobbly coming out of that turn. But Jay Sheets can get to the inside, which Lorenzo's not gonna let him do. He's gonna go around, he's gonna have to go the long way, round the outside. Late on the brakes, Lorenzo's later. He comes up and there's no really overtaking opportunities. He's caught Lorenzo, he's hit Lorenzo. And no damage there, but that's really dropped him off. Formula 1 looking to go around the outside now. He's going to have to leave it late to get past Jay Sheets. Lorenzo's run wide. Jay Sheets has run wide. Formula 1 going to be looking because the DRS will be activated. He's not going to get it on the main straight, but he will get it on the back straight. A lot of action happening on these first 2 laps. Infinity set the fastest lap in the Renault. And Jay Sheets getting all wavy at the back. Here comes Lorenzo P5. Jay Sheets, Formula 1 in the Alfa Romeo yellow flag. Oh, it's Infinity. Infinity spun. He spun coming down. Oh, and Formula 1's very, very nearly hit him. Rafa's got past, and the Renault has had an absolute disaster. I've missed it because we were looking for the battle, and I don't think we're gonna find out what's happened there. That puts Killers into P2, and it's gonna be Van Raj, or will it be Killers P3? Van Raj switcheroo down into the chicane, but Van Raj runs wide. They're going to be side by side as they come down past the F2 paddock and the grandstand. And then there's going to have to be very late on the brakes. Van Raj goes cautious. He's going to have to follow Killers through Sector 3. Rafa has got past Formula 1. And he's going to probably get past Jay Sheets here if he's staying on the back of Jay Sheets. Jay Sheets is an experienced enough driver, just not in this league. Oh, that's Lorenzo, and Rafa's yellow flag in Sector 3. Has someone gone off? Hopefully not. No, nobody's gone off. Sheets and Rafa side by side. They're going to be coming down the main straight here on lap 4. 2B lap 5. Or is it lap 4? Yeah, it's lap 4. Rafa gonna have to go the long way. He's gonna have to go around the outside, and he gets the job done on Jay Sheets. Really good work from the Mercedes driver. And Van Raj didn't manage to get past Killers, but will Jay Sheets have another go? No, he's not close enough, and all Rafa has to do is just keep him out of that DRS. 0.7 is the gap. He's going to get a good toe on him down this main straight. That's right on board. And he's got him out, and surely that's curtains for this battle for the minute. Let's go back up to the top. Jan, 3.1 over Killers. He's only a tenth. It's got to be Van Raj trying around the outside. Very close. They're both not careful. Could be some contact here. Hopefully not. It's Van Raj. Killers has run wide. Van Raj tries to come around the outside. They've touched. Hopefully no damage for either of those. Yellow flag in sector 3. Has someone gone off? Oh no, Sheets! Oh, Sheets has spun! And he's gonna lose a couple of places there. Oh, I seen him getting all wavy going through there. Infinity's run awfully wide as well. That's gonna save Sheets a position. Back up to the front between Van Raj and Killers. Down into the chicane. Van Raj goes for him. There's definitely going to be a bit of slipstream for the Red Bull. If they're side by side on the back straight. Van Raj in the slipstream. Killers is sitting duck. Has to go around the outside. 3-second time penalty for Infinity. Van Raj rounds it and gets the job done on Killers. Killers nearly gets front wing damage there. He's gonna try the same thing. Side by side, Killers and Van Raj. Killers gets the move done. What a scrap these two are having for second position. Killers back in P2, Van Raj has to settle for P3. Jan, 3.7 seconds is the gap. Killers getting run wide, and he's just feeding Van Raj. Down through this section where we see Jay Sheets on Infinity run wide. Van Raj dives into the pits, goes for the undercut. Keeps the speed. Yes, Lorenzo up to P3. That's because of that pit stop, however. Mimola up to 6th. I was going to say Rafa's past Van Raj, but Van Raj is in the pits. Jay Sheets on Infinity. Infinity's a trip. Jay Sheets, I don't know whether he wanted to go into the pits or not, but he's just narrowly missed the pit wall. That's very close. Can Van Raj get out in front of Jay Sheets? That's what the Red Bull will want, and yes, the Red Bull can. Front of the Toro Rosso of DTV Jay Sheets. Back. Is that Lorenzo? Lorenzo's made a move on Killers. I completely missed that. Yeah, Killers has to give that back. Killers moving in the slipstream. Down into... Don't ask me what turn it is, I don't know. And can Killers go around the outside? Oh, they've touched. Damage. I think damage. They've definitely touched there. Lorenzo and Killers getting awfully close. Oh, they've touched again. Lorenzo's around. Lorenzo's around. Killers has done a Lewis Hamilton move on Lorenzo. Lorenzo is around. And it's a P2, definitely damage, and the stewards are definitely going to have to look at that. That's not going to be allowed. Lorenzo into P3. Rafa's now called up to Lorenzo. Infinity's got another time penalty. He's going to be the Vagos of this race. And this is all going to feed into the hands. Yellow flag in sector 3. Has someone gone? Infinity has retired from the session. His day has just gone awfully wrong. But we're just going to have to leave that for the minute, because there's going to be a battle between Killers, Lorenzo and Rafa. And guess what? Jan has a 7-second gap. Yellow flag is gone from sector 3. And it's going to be Rafa on the back of Lorenzo. The two Mercedes drivers on the mediums going against each other after Killers spun Lorenzo around. Rafa goes to the inside, Lorenzo on the outside. Rafa gets... Oh, but he just runs wide. And he's going to probably have to give that move back. They get very close. Lorenzo down past the F2 paddock. It's Rafa versus Lorenzo. Lorenzo's on the inside, Rafa on the outside. Rafa's going to try the dive bomb. No, he won't, because it's his teammate. Infinity's gone from the session, but we did see he retired a couple of minutes ago. Killer's struggling. He most definitely has front wing damage. Jan leading a very steady race, our driver of the season. He's obviously not a champion, but he has drove very steadily all season long. Lorenzo on the back of Killers, Rafa on the back of Lorenzo. Let's just hope neither of these three pit. This could get very, very spicy going down the back straight. Neither of the three do pit. Lorenzo, Rafa, Rafa tries to go round the outside. And he gets it done, can he? Yes, he can. Now he's on the back of Killers. This could be 2 in 1. Van Raj sets the fastest lap on mediums. Van Raj has part. Mabel Owens in the pits. Rafa round the outside of Killers. Lorenzo down the inside of Killers. But Lorenzo can't get it done. But Rafa can. P2 for Rafa. Lorenzo and Killers side by side. We've seen these two come together already this race. Lorenzo's got to try one down the inside. Killers hogs the inside. Lorenzo gets awfully close to his teammate in P2. And he is going to have to give that position back to Killers. You know, Killers will be under investigation. Because no doubtably Lorenzo is going to report him. Van Raj P5, Mimela P6 just out of the pits. Jay Sheets is in last, but we have had one retirement, which is Infinity. Jan the man, 7.2 over Rafa. Lorenzo has kind of fallen a bit back off Killers. Killers has fallen a bit back off Rafa. And we're only on lap 8. A lot more of this action to come. That's if my voice doesn't break before then. Jan's into the pits. And he keeps... and Jan... Jan now in P4, Van Raj P3. Lorenzo's got past Killers. When did that happen? I'm sorry, I've just completely missed that. Has Rafa pitted? Or what's happened, Rafa? Yes, Rafa's on the soft, so Rafa has pitted. Lorenzo's still on the mediums. I'm very sorry, I apologise, but I've just completely missed what happened there. Lorenzo and Killers. Lorenzo now in the lead. That's not going to hold because Jan has pitted. Van Raj and Jan have pitted. Van Raj is in the lead technically because he's ahead of Jan. Has Van Raj pitted? I really don't know at this stage. I don't even know how to check out they've pitted. Van Raj has pitted. Somebody tell me if Van Raj has pitted. He definitely has. Lorenzo's in the pits. That means Van Raj is going to inherit the lead when Killers pits. Where's Lorenzo going to come out? He's going to come out behind Rafa. Can he come out? Mimela's nice and quick here. Nah, he's not going to come out behind Mimela. And Van Raj just did a strategic master stroke into the barrier, I would say. And he's come out and he's catching up to Killers. What a move by the Red Bull. Oh, Jake Sheets getting on the curbs there. And Jan's gone on the hard tyres. Does this mean Van Raj is on a two-stopper? I think he could hold the mediums out. But I really want to know, has Van Raj pitted? Van Raj has pitted, everyone's pitted apart from Killers. Jan has some catching up to do. What's the gap? The gap, Killers. Oh, Van Raj has got past Killers. Oh, I'm not actually gonna say. Let's hope he doesn't crash, because that's just gonna commentate a curse. Killers holding these tyres out long. Remember, he does have to go on the mediums. Rafa's gone on the softs. He's definitely on a two-stop. Rafa's gone the fastest lap. Jan's a good bit behind Van Raj. But remember, Jan will have stronger tyres at the end of this race. So just remember that. One DNF, and that is Infinity. Unlucky for him. Just run you through this order quickly. It's Van Raj, P1, Killers, P2. He still has to pit, however, so I don't know where he'll come back out. Jan, P3, Rafa, P4, Lorenzo, P5, Mima, P6, and Jay Sheets, P7. With one retirement, Infinity, he'll finish P8, unless somebody gets disqualified. Is Jan catching up to Killers? He is. He's in his main sight. Oh, Rafa's at the back of Jan the man. They're coming through, late braking. They're going to be coming under the hotel. Both catching up to Killers. Killers really needs to pit. He was ahead of Rafa, remember. Rafa has pitted. Rafa's on a two-stop. They come down to finish. Is Killers pitting? Rafa's got past Jan. And he gets the job done. Rafa's up to P2, Jan P3, Killers into the pits. It's Van Raj leading this race. Rafa P2. And a battle between, and Jay Sheets has got past Killers, which means Killers is in last position after holding the tyres out. That definitely wasn't the best option. And Jay Sheets is a good bit ahead of him as well. Mima 1, B5, Lorenzo 4, Jan just got passed by Rafa. He will have to pit again. How long has he been on them tyres? 3 laps, which, yeah, he's not going to get the full race out of him. He's going to have to pit again. He's up 5 spots since his dodgy qualifying, to say the least. And here is our leader, Van Raj in the Red Bull. And let's watch the gap between Jan and Rafa. And it's increasing all the time. I think that's a bad decision by Jan to go on to those hard tyres, the white wall tyres. I know Rafa has to pit again. There's no hope of Jan catching Van Raj at this rate. Rafa is catching Van Raj, if anybody. And how's Lorenzo's race going? It's going okay. He's catching up to Jan. fellas. A good bit behind Lorenzo now. Jay Sheets, not too far behind me, man. Are they on the same tyres? Yes, they are. And Killers has a lot of catching. Oh no, Killers has spun. Damage on the Ferrari. And that's not go. I didn't say anything. I haven't commentator cursed them. Yep, he has a good bit to catch up now. His race started off very promising. It's gone to bad. It's gone to worse. Rafa has dropped off the pace, another yellow flag. Killers has gone off again. He's had a tank slapper coming out of the hairpin. And let's say... Oh, he's hit the wall again. Killers. Strategy was woeful, but what else would you expect from Ferrari? He spun and had slight damage, and he's just got a tank slapper and hit the wall. And he's now 34 seconds behind Jay Sheets. Oh, and I think this is the end for Killers. Yeah, there's no coming back from this, is there? Let's see, hopefully he can get the braking okay into this one. Slight lock up, but of course the tyres must be in bits. And he's just got a 3-second time penalty, and he's just hit the wall. And we have our second retirement of this Grand Prix. Killers is out. And I said it got worse. I don't even know if there's a word that can be worse than worse. If there is one, that's Killer's race. Jan's won awfully right off, and I'm not going to comment on that. He's had a good race. He has. Lorenzo catching up to him though. We know Lorenzo can be quick when he wants. Meanwhile, is he catching up? No, he's not catching up to Lorenzo. Jay Sheets is catching up to Mimela. He really is. This could be a nice scrap for P5. Lorenzo most definitely catching up to Jan. What was Jan thinking going on the hard tyres? I know Rafa has to pit again, but at this rate, Killers could catch up to him and he's not even in the race. It's gone down to a second, so if Lorenzo keeps going at this pace, he's going to have DRS by the back straight. And we all know what the ending to that will be. Lap 15 here in Abu Dhabi. Rafa catching up at an absolute rocket ship pace up to Van Lage. That's not our focus, it's Lorenzo, who isn't in the DRS, which means he's not going to get the DRS. I know he's 8 seconds now, but he was 1 second in the activation zone. 0.8, sorry, 8 seconds. We'll get a bit of slipstream on Jan, it's not going to be substantial enough. They both get the braking nicely. As Lorenzo down past onto the second long straight, past the F2 paddock. And Lorenzo really gaining on Jan. He's not close enough for a dive bomb. Not close enough for any sort of move. He is now though, but there is no straights until that big long back straight, or the main straight, but that is very difficult to overtake on. Jan running slightly wide. Right back on board with Lorenzo, 0.3 the gap now. As they come round the final 2 corners, Lorenzo gets really close to Jan the man, our pole sitter. And is he going to have a go on to this corner? I don't think he will. But he will definitely have a go on the back straight. He's only gained 6/10 in that last lap. I really thought he'd be past Jan by now. Jan is holding it out nicely. Down into the first chicane. Lorenzo much quicker in, quicker tyres, quicker car. And he's definitely going to have him down into this straight. Into the slipstream, Lorenzo goes. And the DRS most certainly now open. That Toro Rosso is absolutely bombing down that straight. Lorenzo latest on the brakes. No contact, very clean racing between the two. Jan is now going to have a go. Down the second of the long straights. Jan round the outside. Jan getting on Lorenzo. That Toro Rosso is quick this weekend. But Lorenzo is on quicker tyres. Oh, Jan very late on the brakes. He's run wide, and that's not really going to help him. He is only 0.2, that's 0.8. And Lorenzo is out of the DRS. That's the end of that. And during that, Rafa's now in P1. He's got past Van Raj. Here come two battles happen at once. It's about 5 laps where there was nothing. It's going to be Van Raj next. That's a roll for the camera. It's going to be Van Raj next to attack Rafa onto the back straight. Still in DRS. We'll have DRS. Just looking at the steering wheel. Not much of it on that Red Bull, but a fair amount. Rafa immediately out of the slipstream. Good instincts from the Mercedes driver. And now Van Raj. Gains on him. Pulls. Gonna have to go around the outside. Great defending from Rafa. The switcheroo from Van Raj. Rafa runs the Red Bull off the road. And that's the end of that battle. Both drivers into the pits, Rafa running wide. And both can't keep the speed, no penalties here. This boat on fresh tyres, we know they're both good drivers. A good old scrap to the end. Rafa very quick out of the pits. And Raj obviously did have to wait. Doesn't want to get an unbound. There is no unsafe release. It's a video game. Formula 1 going to be hunting down these two. He's hoping to hold out these mediums. He's had a steady drive so far. Nothing wrong with it, the only fact that he's miles off pace. How's Rafa got that ahead already? Jan's up to P2, he's on the hard, so no, he doesn't have to pit again. Lorenzo P1 might have to pit again. How long is he on those tyres? He pitted before no he didn't, he pitted after Van Raj. He's on them 8 laps. So, possibly a pit stop coming up just to counter Rafa and Van Raj. Rafa has to go on the mediums, which is another fault. Raj down the back straight. She goes. DRS and ERS. Jay Sheets time penalty, corner cutting, I think. And Raj goes round the outside on Rafa Cow. Ooh, Rafa getting a bit of a tank slapper. He's going to be next for the battle. 10 laps remain. He's going to try one down the outside. No, holds off. Very clever driving from the Mercedes man. Jan only 1.8 off Lorenzo. Lorenzo most definitely struggling. Rafa is going to have a go onto this main straight. Here comes Rafa. sorry, that sounded like a horror movie. Here comes Rafa. No, can't get close enough. He's gonna have DRS on the Red Bull driver. That's most certain. He's on the mediums, he's on the super soft. No, not the super softs, it's 2019. Down he goes. That's the softs is the word I'm looking for. Down the inside goes Rafa. Gets the job done, easy as you like. Not easy as you like, because he's absolutely screwed up that braking. And Raj next now, going down the back straight. It's the Red Bull. Comes in, he's got a switcheroo, tries round the outside. Rafa just about gets that corner. And it's going to be Van Raj, P4 for the remainder of this lap, because nobody really ever gets overtaken into these next few corners. Although the way Rafa's taken that, he could well. It's going to be DRS for Van Raj. These two the quickest on the circuit at the minute. Lorenzo has boxed, which means our pole sitter takes provisional lead, and his tyres are going to last. Rafa's setting new fastest lap. Here comes Van Raj. Rafa's pulled away nicely. Nice Ferrari engine, Rafa. It's going to be... the ball is in... the DRS is in Van Raj's court. That's a new quote there. Get that in a t-shirt. DRS for Van Raj around the outside. Can the Red Bull get there? No, it can't. And again, for the remainder of this lap, it's going to be Rafa P2 and Raj P3. Jan back in front with another 7-second gap, and he won't have to pit. Has Mimela pitted? Oh, Mimela and Jay Sheets having a nice scrap. I told you there'd be a scrap. Rewind the stream, I did say it. It's going to be Alfa versus Taurus, so another Taurus is absolutely bombing down this straight this race. But it's no hold for the Alpha of Mimela 1. And it's good to see these two having a bit of a scrap. Rafa set the fastest lap. He's most definitely going quicker than Van Raj. Oh, Jay Sheets has gone round the outside. That's a lovely move from Jay Sheets. He is an SHR esports driver. Mimela 1 sent it. And he spun. And Jay Sheets is waiting on him. What a sportsmanship from Jay Sheets. I can certainly say if that was anybody else, they'd be gone. Lorenzo's been given a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Disasters. Toto hits his table. We go back to Jay Sheets versus Mimela 1. Jay Sheets gonna try to go around the outside. Let's go on board from him. Phone on the soft. Everyone's gone on the soft tyres. Good old Jan the man who's on hards. Rafa's really gaining, and Van Raj is also sticking with him, which is good to see. Jay Sheets has dropped off a bit on the pace, but honest to God, what an act of sportsmanship from Jay Sheets waiting on Mimela 1 after they had contact. It's not like they're catching up to Lorenzo. And let's go back to Van Raj versus Rafa. This must be round 4 of this. Lap 21 here. It's Van Raj versus Rafa. Red Bull versus Mercedes, and I've built this up like something's gonna happen, but Rafa's a good 6/10 ahead. Lorenzo isn't too far behind, actually. Only 6, well, it's 9 seconds, because he has that time penalty. Jan is being very, very quickly closed in. Rafa's gained 2 seconds in the last lap on Jan. And if Jan would like to keep a podium, I honestly would advise pitting and sticking on the softs, but he wants to win, of course. He doesn't want to win. Van Raj, not really that close, is he? Let's go back to Jay Sheets versus Formula 1 here. Jay Sheets gets a powerful exit. Down, heading towards the first chicane. First chicane of 3, I believe. Jay Sheets, much more tidier than Formula 1. Very defensive driving from the Irishman. Yep, Jay Sheets is going to bomb down this straight past him. Who would have thought you would have seen a Honda bombing down the straight? Oh, just that. And he's going to go past Formula 1, but he's going to be late on the brakes. That's a corner cut. Jay Sheets gets the move anyway. Or they're side by side, maybe. Why have he gone on to Lorenzo? They're both bombing down. Jay Sheets going to pull. Going to try down the inside. No way is Formula 1 going to let him do that, or is he? Jay Sheets isn't close enough, which means number 24 of Formula 1's going to get that position. Rafa a second behind Jan the man. Remind me to keep watching that gap. Something's definitely going to happen there. And Jay Sheets has fallen off the pace again. I'm sure that will have another round in it. Van Raj, it's a 3-way battle for the lead. 3-3. Jan the man in the Max Verstappen kind of situation. He's done 14 laps on his hard tyres. Rafa's did 5 on mediums. He's really pounded them tyres though. And Van Raj has done 5 on softs. Rafa versus Jan is going to be round 1 of this battle. Rafa has DRS down past the F2 paddock. Jan, if he can get close enough, is going to be a sitting duck. Rafa just going nice and cautious. He knows he has the pace. And will probably have to sit behind him for the remainder of this lap. Raj has dropped off a little bit. Rafa sticks it down the inside. Can he get close enough? Down the inside goes Rafa. Rafa's on the outside, coming down past the hotel. We see Infinity come off in this next corner. Where have they gone? Now here comes Rafa, has got the move done on Jan the man. It's got to be Van Raj next. Coming down to get the DRS as they come down to complete lap number 24. It's got to be Van Raj. They touch. I wonder does Van Raj have a bit of DRS? No, not a bit of DRS, but a front wing damage. Jan is a sitting duck in this situation. And Lorenzo's catching up as well. Hopefully Jan has enough in these tyres. Jan's still going to get DRS. I'm pretty sure the activation zone is a bit back there, and Jan is 9 seconds. Jan was 0.9. Jan does get DRS. Van Raj most definitely gets DRS. Van Raj versus Jan. And Van Raj is not close enough. Most definitely will be on the next straight. Here comes Van Raj versus Jan. Down the inside. No. Van Raj still hasn't got past Jan the man, but most definitely will. 4/10 behind. Down they go. For the 25th time down the main straight. Van Raj down into the second chicane. He's dropped off a bit. I don't know why that's happened. Rafa leading this race and is looking like he's got to win the finale. Who would have called it? Van Raj versus Jan Van Raj has him this time. Can Jan go late in the brakes? And look who's peeping in the background. It's Lorenzo. Jan, the man, tries to keep it. Has he clipped Van Raj? No, Van Raj is ahead. And Lorenzo has picked Jan, the man, too. Or has he? No. Toro Rosso still is in with a chance here. Lorenzo tries one on Jan, the man, on Van Raj. They touch. No damage coming out of that, though. Van Raj is still ahead in P2. All this is helping Rafa. Jay Sheets has got past me in the one, just for an honourable mention. Lorenzo trying one on Van Raj. I told you these Mercedes would come back eventually. And Jan, the man, has kind of dropped off, and that's, I think, the end of his race. If you can stay with 3 seconds, if you can stay within 3 seconds on Lorenzo, you will get a podium. Lorenzo versus Van Raj. No, now we're going back to Formula 1. Now we're back to Lorenzo Van Raj. Rafa 4 seconds ahead. 2 laps remain. Down through the twisty turny section. Lorenzo's run wide, and I really thought he was gone there. Very late braking by Lorenzo. He wants this P2 very, very much. Down the back straight comes Lorenzo Racer. And he gets past Van Raj, easy as you like. And it's a Mercedes 1-2. Where else have you seen that before? It's Van Raj versus Lorenzo next. Wait, it's always been Van Raj versus Lorenzo. It's Van Raj attacking Lorenzo next. Late braking for both. They both did that nicely. But Lorenzo will stay ahead. Neil has got past Jay Sheets. And there's just a great scrap going on between these two. Back of the pack scraps. Sounds like a cereal. Jan's miles off. Unless Anima can get 44, less seconds. Jan's into the pits. That sounds a good move to me. Here comes Manuel. No. He's not even close. She's not even close. Jan comes out of the pits. Nimalo's coming under the hotel. Jay Sheets also coming under the hotel. And Rafa's, we haven't 28 laps, which I'm glad we don't. Rafa could lap them too. Lorenzo hunting after his teammate. All Van Raj has to do is stay within 3 seconds. And the Red Bull has P2. Jan, the man, P4 after starting on pole, but he went on to the hard tyres and that was a disaster move. P1 P5. Jay Sheets is also in the pits. Do they get a point for fastest lap? I really don't know. Rafa coming under the hotel for the second last time. And these battles have really died off in the last lap. We're not even going to get Jay Sheets and Mimala. Rafa's started his final lap. And Van Raj, oh my word, this is going to be close for P2. Lorenzo's pushing the life out of his Mercedes. And he does have the gap over Van Raj. If it is only by 2/10, he does have the gap. Van Raj on all the tyres than Lorenzo. Oh no, Lorenzo started on the mediums. I was going to say, has Lorenzo actually changed compounds? He has. And Van Raj. Rafa, I think, has this pretty wrapped up. Van Raj is falling back and is going to have to settle for P3. And this is the man this is Jan the man. This is the man who I feel sorry for. Started on pole, just a bad strategy call. Lorenzo really bouncing the curves there. And he comes, and he's gonna come under the hotel for one final time. It's gonna be Rafa who wins in Abu Dhabi. The final race of the season. And here he goes, around the final corner. Rafa wins in Abu Dhabi. Lorenzo's gonna take P2. Van Raj comes around P3. Bit away for Jan. Just a little bit though, and Jan the man, our pole sitter, unfortunately can't get on the podium. It's Jan the man in P4. And Formula 1 hasn't even gone under the hotel yet. So let's just get rid of all the climax. Formula 1. He's drove steady enough, you have to be honest. Now here he comes around to the final corner. That's Jan. And it's going to be Formula 1 who takes P5. Jay Sheets comes around where Infinity crashed off. He had a woeful race, didn't he? He really did. Not Jay Sheets, Infinity. Jay Sheets comes around the final corner for his first DRC race, gets P6. And that overall has been a very exciting race. Rafa takes the win in the end. Lorenzo P2, Van Raj P3, Jan P4. Here comes the podium. Two Mercedes. Well, when did you see it last? See two Mercedes on a podium. And a Red Bull. Very realistic this series is. It is Polish, Dutch podium. Here in Abu Dhabi for the final race, DRC Season 3. We've had many great drives, many great races, but it comes to an end here for this season. Before we do that, we need to pick a driver of the day. And I think there's only one man than that. Rafaco 3V is driver of the day for Abu Dhabi. One final run through: Rafa, Lorenzo, Van Raj, Jan, Mimela, Jay Sheets, and our non-finishers of Killers and Infinity. Thanks for joining us here on Sunday evening. My name is Evan, and that's all for DRC Season 3. Goodbye.